Northwest Profiles, presented by CarStar. Cars are more than just metal. They're our friend, and our best friend's best friend. When something happens to them, you can depend on CarStar for collision, glass, and auto care. CarStar, where accidents unhappen.
Living the life of a jewelry artist was surely something that was baked into Siri Healy's cosmic makeup at an early age. Coupled with copious amounts of flair and vigor that are reserved for the best of artisans, Siri turns to various recycled metals to fabricate her unique pieces of jewelry. In a painstaking process of heating, filing, hammering, bending, and milling, she mindfully acknowledges that the fruits of her labor come from finite earthly resources.
One of my values is minimizing the use of resources, our human impact on Earth. So I found my passion in jewelry making, but then I thought, I can't do this because of what it takes to get the metal from the earth, and finding my way to using only recycled metals was the final piece of the puzzle that helped me run on with it as my career. Well, it was kind of dumb luck finding jewelry. I didn't even know that I wanted to make jewelry. I did find something that interested me, but then another equal draw to creativity was living abroad and learning a foreign language. So I decided I wanted to be in Italy and find an arts program there, grabbed my backpack and my tent, hopped on a bus, and was like, I'll stop in Florence first.
While visiting Italy in 1997, Siri discovered the goldsmithing school of L'Arte Orfe in Florence, enrolling herself in a jewelry making class for first-year students.
I just dove in headlong and didn't look back. The whole school's aspect was find your design voice in it, and they pushed a real contemporary, not steeped in tradition as far as design, but use traditional technique as your springboard to contemporary design, something of your own heart and expression, but back it up with technique that's rooted in quality.
The community of Leavenworth, Washington, a Bavarian-themed village with an exquisite outdoor world, is now her home, a place she chose to raise a family and practice her chosen craft.
What's nice about Leavenworth is the lifestyle. It feeds me, I guess it feeds me chemically and helps me be still and be content and be able to listen to my creative voice and let it flow out. There's definitely balance in life, which is for me outdoor, because my studio time is all indoor and alone, and so my outdoor pursuits are the opposite. People in town know that I do this work. I have a store downtown that features my work, so I am here, I'm consistent, I'm available. That has made a world of difference.
A major change in life's course can come in the blink of an eye. In August of 2011, one such event, the diagnosis of breast cancer, became a life event that eventually turned a spotlight on her quest for self-expression.
The floor of my world dropped out from under me, and it turns out now that I'm educated on cancer, my diagnosis was the best case scenario. So treatment was successful. I'm nearly at 5 years clean now and clear of cancer. So coming through treatment and realization of mortality, I guess, has brought a daring that I didn't have before, a daring to live my own life exactly how I want it. It is my life, it's nobody else's. So with that came a much clearer, brighter expression of self. Now in my work, I'm willing to play around, and now it's really sourced from myself. The cancer diagnosis certainly gave me that bravery of, you know what, we can't assume we have forever. We really don't. We're lucky when we do have our health years, so that's a gift that it brought me that brings me every day still. Sometimes I feel like a hermit sitting in my studio, like, am I going crazy? What is this I'm making? I have to wait a while till I can go to a show and get people's feedback. With the custom work, it pushes my creative boundaries. I really like texturing my metal so that the color of the metal comes out. I have many different hammers that offer each different textures. I have roll printing, it's called, going through a mill, and you can press any material into a metal because the steel barrels push the material into the softer gold or silver, and you can impart fabric texture onto the metal. Those are the way I get texture.
Memorable events can coincide with indelible projects. A task brought to her in 2015 by a Wenatchee cinematographer created a twofold story that included Siri, her process of creation, and the use of the final captured sequence for an unforgettable event.
He wanted to make a ring for his girlfriend at that time to propose with. He settled on platinum. An important factor for him was it had to be a ring that was made up of two components merged into one. So his idea was to show this video of process. We had some hunks of platinum. He filmed me melting it down and then fabricating the rings, 2 rings from. His finished product was this video that then he brought his girlfriend to a huge theater and comes up on the screen of a jewelry workshop. And at the very end it said Sophia's ring. That's her name, Sophia. And he got down on one knee with the ring that she just watched be made and asked her to marry him. And she said, yes, indeed. My inspiration comes in floods when I'm sitting at the bench, when my hands are on metal. That's what inspires me. It's a curiosity on what this metal can do and what all I can do to affect its shape, its look, its size. And then, of course, the aspect of interacting with a human body when it's worn. For the most part, I make one-of-a-kind pieces. Each piece is made from scratch from the beginning, and maybe selfishly because I love making it.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.